Dealing with difficult employees is often something that we put off. We don't like the idea of confronting an employee. Sometimes if the topic is sensitive, we really just don't want to talk to them about it. So it's important that we start out the conversation by, first of all, communicating expectations. What is it that you expect the employee to do? And what is it the employee is not doing or doing that doesn't match your expectations? For example, a common problem that I often hear from supervisors is that Joe has a bad attitude. If you talk to Joe and say, hey, you've got a bad attitude, that is going to really fall on deaf ears. Joe doesn't have a clue what you're talking about, and he doesn't really have any idea of what he needs to do differently in order to meet your expectations. So communicate the behaviors that you see Joe doing or not doing that causes you to think that he has a bad attitude. That gives Joe then something that he can latch onto and understand clearly what needs to change. After communicating expectations, you clearly want to monitor progress. A lot of times I hear from employees that the only time they hear from their supervisor is when they've screwed something up. So as you see Joe improve in this case, give him some positive feedback about his progress, along with any constructive feedback that you can provide. Offer your assistance, obviously, as you can, making sure that he has the tools and resources needed to do the job. Then another very important piece of this process is to provide feedback. Let Joe know specifically what he is doing to meet your expectations and what he needs to do to fill any gaps between what he's doing and the expectations. This really is a process, and even with a difficult employee where an individual performance issue might cause you to have the conversation, it is still a process that's ongoing. Next time we'll hear firsthand from a veteran who has also been an HR executive about what we can do as employers to recruit and hire veterans.